have received some 9 million votes. When we started this campaign, we were 60 points behind Secretary Clinton in national polls. Now, a few of the polls actually have
Bernie
us ahead,
speaking
or a few points
from Kentucky, currently.
And I'll tell you
Yes, just
what
started
is
finally.
extremely
Sweet.
exciting to me.
We
And
are
that is
live!
in
Now,
primary
UFC announcer guy?
after primary,
Fighting out of the red corner, Bernie Sanders!
45 years of age or younger. And that is important because it tells me that the ideas that we are fighting for are the ideas of the future of America.
We're just testing this out here. This is our first time live broadcasting.
And the future
Pull up YouTube on my,
Party.
pull up my YouTube. Let's see if this is working.
Pull it up. Let's have Inception. Let's watch ourselves watching ourselves.
I can't, I have to turn this around to get that higher. I had it down for you, so everyone can look at his...
The wealthiest nation in the history of the world.
The
But most Americans don't know that because the economy is rigged and almost all new income and wealth goes to the top 1%. The issue of wealth and income inequality is the great moral issue of our time. It is the great economic
That's
issue
about as high as
of
it
our
goes.
time.
I know, I gotta turn it around.
Political issue of our time, and
this one.
together we will
Wait,
address that
ready?
issue.
I'm gonna see how delayed we are. Watch. Count.
Just shake your
Ready?
booty in front of it.
Let us
1,
be very clear.
3,
In America today,
5,
the top
6,
1/10 of 1%
Ah, it's like a
now
minute.
owns almost
11,
as much wealth as the bottom 90%.
15, 16, 17, 18,
The top 20 people in this country in wealth now own more wealth than the bottom 150 million Americans, half of our population.
His voice
About
is
40
cracked.
seconds. That's okay.
We've
He's
got
doing a
one
lot of
family,
talking.
the Walton family of
So I
Walmart.
guess we need to put up a...
About 40-second delay.
We need to put an information sign.
They are worth
What do you want?
$149
Welcome to the El Rato flushing.
more wealth than the
The
bottom
flushing of El
40%
Rato.
Flushing
of
of
the
El
American
Rato.
people.
The extermination.
And when
Excuse
you
me for a minute,
talk
peeps.
about a rigged economy, that is exactly what Walmart and the Walton family are all
Oh,
about.
sorry, everybody.
They pay their workers
Ugh.
wages.
Somebody turn this
that
around
are
for me.
so low that the American taxpayer has to pay for the
Here, hold
food
this.
stamps and the Medicaid that
Someone's screaming. But they screamed. I love you.
the American taxpayer is paying for the food stamps and Medicaid that many Walmart employees need because their wages are too low. Now, it is a little bit nuts to my mind when the middle class of this country subsidize the employees of the wealthiest family in this country.
There we go. So there's where we're at right now.
But it is not just wealth.
Holy
It is
crap!
not
What?
just
What?
wealth.
What?
It is
She's only got 177 votes on him. Holy
We have
crap!
millions of people working longer hours.
East
for
Chicago,
lower
I'm worried
wages.
about.
We have families today where mom is working 40 hours, dad's working.
Is this gonna be
40
a,
hours, the
violation
kids
of,
are
like-
working, and they're
I don't
still
know.
not earning
We'll
enough
do this every
money
so often.
to provide
Tell me what you're
for their
thinking.
family.
I'm thinking that Bernie might beat her. Look, 27 ahead.
And that is why together
27
we
votes!
are going to create
Somebody better
an
tell him.
economy that works for all of us, not just the 1%.
What's going on there?
Oh my dear lord. Dude.
Together, we
What
are
if he
going
pulls this
to
off?
end the
I don't know.
absurdity of having a national minimum wage of $7.25 an hour.
Holy
Together,
crap.
we are going to create a minimum wage, which is a living wage, $15 an hour.
You know, just when you think Hillary Clinton is gone, or
It is
she's,
not a radical
as soon as you think that Bernie Sanders is gone,
saying
Hillary
that
Clinton
in America,
is
in
got this.
Kentucky, in Vermont, if you work 40 hours a week,
Very
you
interesting.
should not be living in poverty. And when we talk
Here, I just gave you the link.
about equitable
The live
wages,
stream link for your Facebook.
we are going to end the
For
embarrassment
Twitter.
of women
put it on
making
Twitter, but you gotta
79
get the link.
cents on the dollar compared to men. I know that every man here is going to stand with the women in the fight for pay equity.
So we need to set up the flushing of El Rato.
In America today,
Tomorrow
our
I'll put a link for my daughter over here.
that is our water
Clean the
system.
bowl.
I was in Flint,
Here,
Michigan.
you know what?
Dude, he's now surpassing her 222 votes.
And what I
No.
saw
Oh my God, he's
in Flint
winning!
He's winning.
was something that
Oh my
I
God,
will
somebody
never
should tell him.
forget. And
Well,
children being poisoned.
I think he's gonna
by
squeak this
excessive
one out. Wouldn't
I
that
don't
be
know.
weird?
I wanted to, but I'm worried about you.
This should not be happening in this country in the year 2000.
I just want to see Ted Cruz quit.
But it is not just Flint that has problems with its water. Hundreds of communities have similar problems, but it's not just water. It's our roads and our bridges and our airports and our rail system and our levees and our dams. This is America. Our infrastructure should not be crumbling. And that is why together we are going to invest in rebuilding our infrastructure. And when we do that, we're going to create 13 million decent paying jobs.
Holy cow!
She gained a couple of votes.
But that's still fun. I'm happy.
And when we talk about
Oh, they're tied.
the needs
Nope,
of
she's
American
40 ahead.
people,
Oh!
that we live in a
Live math.
competitive
Live math.
global economy. And that means that we need the best educated workforce in the world. There is something a little bit crazy when young people go to college, get the best education they can, and then they end up $30,000, $50,000, $70,000
See, none of this
in
is
debt.
in yet. Damn.
Anybody here with student debt? Well, in my view,
This is way
we
behind.
should be encouraging people to get an education, not punishing people for getting that education. And that is why we're going to do two things. Number one, in the world today, it is no longer good enough to talk
Push back
about
up.
public education
He's back up.
being first grade through 12th grade.
They are
Can I
really
zoom
fighting
over?
it out right now.
Oh, look, I can zoom.
Changing economy and changing technology requires people to get more education.
I would like to. Bernie's up again, everybody.
50 years ago, you had a high school degree. You were doing pretty well. You could go out, get a job, make it into the middle class. That is not the case today. Today, in my
He's up
view,
again.
when we talk about public education, we must be talking about
172.
making public colleges
What do you think?
He
You think
should
he's gonna
probably
win?
in though.
tuition free.
I want him to win.
Senator Bernie
But
Sanders
East
making
Chicago
his,
isn't in.
campaign,
And I'm
major
concerned
points,
that's not
the
his
points that
demographic,
brought him
the way
this
Hillary's
far,
been
an
getting
impressive
certain
point, I should say.
demographics.
Take a look at this. In Indiana right now, with 22% of the vote in, Bernie Sanders has
gone
taken a
up.
very,
No,
very
it's gone
slight lead over Hillary Clinton. He's up by 206 votes. Look
Oh,
how
I
close
can't
it
get
is.
excited.
In Indiana right now, he's got
I can't get
50.1% of the vote. Hillary Clinton, 49.9%.
Please.
206 votes. Bernie Sanders now, for the first time, taking the lead in the actual vote tally in Indiana right now. You see on the Republican
no,
side,
on
Donald
TV,
Trump, the
no.
big winner. Let's go over to John King, taking a closer look at what's going on right now. John,
Okay,
Bernie
so you're
Sanders,
gonna do what I was looking at.
he's making it very interesting
Get
in
rid of that crap.
Indiana right now. He's got
Let's
a
see the
very,
Democrats.
very slight lead over Hillary Clinton.
So let's bring it up. You just mentioned 15.1, 49.9,
See,
22%
this
of the
worries
voting.
me right here.
Just a little flashback here. This is not unusual for Indiana Democrats. Remember how close it was in 2008, 51-49? Well, look where we are in 2016, right in the same ballpark as we count these votes. So what are you looking for?
You're
Number
still looking
one,
at me,
if you're the
aren't
Clinton campaign and it stays this close, you're hopeful that Gary, Indiana can get you to the finish line. Notoriously late,
Mike,
Lake County, Indiana,
Is
late,
that black
late
county?
count. A lot of
It's
African
Chicago.
Americans up in
So
this
she gets
community.
black
Everyone
votes.
is
Yes,
hoping
she
that
gets
that
black
keeps them
votes.
That's why I
But
said I'm
if you look at the
concerned.
map showing
I don't
today, you
know
have
why
Senator
she gets
Sanders
the black
winning
vote.
in a
He's
lot of
the
the
one
more
that
rural
marched
places
Martin
as this
Luther
plays
King.
out. I just want to check, get down to
She was a
Indianapolis here,
Republican
and
at the
check in
time.
Marion County to see what the margin is. Very close. For Senator Sanders, this is what you want to do. This is your urban area. You do have some African American community here.
That's what I was
You
saying.
expect Hillary Clinton to win
and all
because
that
of the
black.
African
Indy's
American
pretty
base,
white
but if you're
regardless.
Bernie Sanders, if you can keep it that close, we're only at 18%, so
East
we don't know if this is
Chicago
definitive.
has more
If you're
of
Bernie
the
Sanders, you can keep this
African
county, either
demographic,
win it
as they're
or
saying.
keep it very, very close.
And-
That helps you elsewhere in the state because this is where
For reasons I've never
Secretary Clinton
understood.
needs to run it up big. That's how Senator Obama kept it close. If you go back in time and look, and you come in here before, 67% for then Senator Obama in this area back
can't get
in
excited about
2008. So those early numbers
No.
encouraging for Senator Sanders as we count the votes tonight.
If
We're
she
going to have
gets
to wait for
that
the votes up here.
black
Rick,
vote
as it
around
goes in right
Chicago,
now. It's a tug of war.
Bernie
but
has no
seems to be
chance.
splitting
I know,
at the
that's
moment.
what
Let's
she
see what
means.
kind of the votes in. 29% here. Look how close
Not
it
my
is.
camera.
50-49 in this county. Move over to the next county. This one's all counted. Senator Sanders won with a bit more of a margin there. Let's move up here. Secretary Clinton. So it's skipping around depending on where we are in the state.
Okay.
It's not a pattern as you go through the counties. She seems
If
to
you're
be doing
watching the
better
live
as you get
stream, we're
closer
going to be
Ohio border,
highlighting
and he seems to
shit
be doing better as you move
Ted
more.
Cruz supporters say as
Senator
they
Sanders
melt
is a
down.
rally for you in Clinton County, Indiana.
We're at the
Senator
flushing of
Sanders up
El
56%.
Rato.
We're getting ready to hear from
You don't know
Donald
who
Trump,
that
the big
is?
winner in Indiana tonight. Also, Ted
living
Cruz,
under a rock.
very anxious to hear what he has to say. We'll take a quick break. Much more of our special live coverage right after this.
Let's take it back. Who thinks Cruz is going to actually get up on that stage and talk today? Post it in the comments.
It's not in our nature to
Yay or nay?
Fortunately, we don't have to.
So, how's Ron Paul doing?
This is my daughter's player. Sorry about the mess. I have something.
How's Ron Paul doing in this election?
Is he still in?
Experience
Ron Paul's doing
things
great.
for yourself
I
at
think
your
he's
January
going to win Texas. It's all good.
Probably. Oh, look, there's.
You wouldn't order Szechuan without checking the spice level. It really opens the bandages.
You can't see my head. He's talking. You can't see my head.
Why? So why would you invest without checking
Okay, it's commercial. You turn the volume down. We'll wait.
with broker check?
See, that's the weird thing. If he won in both genders, then he should, like, freaking win the state.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. Read that again. Read that again for everybody.
Preliminary Indiana exit polls say
I'll leave it there. We can hear you.
that
Yeah.
Sanders won 52% women and 60% men. If that's true, he won the majority of the votes. Because that's how math works, unless we have a third fucking gender.
Well, isn't that being debated still?
On a voter vote, there is only two genders.
Sorry, no, I'm still hot. Well, I'm excited, and then I notice anytime I'm standing here, it's only around my lower half of my
I'm
body.
also excited because El Rato is
Oh,
gone!
there. He won't leave, but he's gone. Look at that.
Look at that. Right there. Who is this?
Who's what?
Look, 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 look.
Hi, Zeus.
Hi,
Hey, Zeus.
Shout out. Welcome to our party, Zeus.
This is one of the better trolls on the internet. El Rato is gone, but he won't admit it because he's like a rat. You can't flush him. That's why I call him El Rato.
My cat killed a rat recently. Let's send checks after him.
So El Rato's political career is over.
Okay. So another bet. I already put out there. Let's take bets. Make comments. Let's take bets on who thinks that he's going to show up on stage today. Let's take another bet.
I'll run bets. Oh, that's illegal.
Yeah, we're just polling. We're polling.
We can poll. If we get viewers, we can poll. Otherwise, this is just a hindsight video that would be fun to watch.
I forgot what I was going to say though. I got too much adrenaline going here. I got too much. See, I was going to say. Oh yeah, that's what it was.
What?
On what's going to happen when it all. I mean, obviously it's all falling apart for him, but he doesn't realize that. So once he finally grasps that it's over, is he going to continue? Is he going to pull himself up by them bootstraps or whatever and try again in 4 years? Or is he going to fall apart and murder some people? We already know he's going to go home and beat his family. We're never going to hear about it probably, but I'm sure he beats his family. But is he going to keep trying or is he going to completely lose his mind?
I mean, you could totally write that on the board. The Zodiac Killer might kill again. Now that he's lost. I should probably tweet
There we
that.
go.
A huge win for him tonight in the state of Indiana. We're also waiting to hear from Ted Cruz, a devastating
No.
loss in Indiana.
It's just the primary, but it's the last primary. Cruz's campaign is already over, but he doesn't believe it, so he had to lose Indiana. I mean, literally, it's so much more mathematically impossible without Indiana now, so that's why it was a big deal. Literally, Trump winning Indiana shows he will probably get all the delegates, there'll be no contested convention, and then that's it. So that's why we're excited. Plus, this is Bernie Sanders is up by almost 10,000 votes!
Oh my goodness! Bernie Sanders now winning!
49.5%. Bernie Sanders taking a lead, slight lead. Over
Slightly.
Hillary Clinton.
Oh, come on.
Close it is.
It is slightly. I know it's very slightly.
Not close at all, with 34% of the
That
votes counted. Donald Trump
is going to get Trump a lot of votes, which means probably no contested convention. So if you're wondering, somebody why this is a big deal, that's why. Because when there's no more chance at a contested convention, then Cruz is really dead. There's nothing for him left.
Donald Trump, they got 3 more winning ones.
That's the point.
Is it possible Donald Trump will win all 57 delegates tonight and Ted Cruz will win 0?
Yes. In a word, yes. We're not
Yes.
there yet. We have to count
Just
the votes.
plain
Look at
yes.
how the map is filling in. First, you're looking at, you mentioned, statewide.
You're
got 50
welcome.
delegates. That's done. Those are Donald Trump's. Then you look
Trump
at
versus Sanders. No, Trump versus Clinton is the end of
That's meant
times.
to stretch it out
Trump
so
versus
it's safer.
Sanders would
If you
be
put this
awesome.
overlay over the state, you're looking at these
He can't
green
line up
lines
lines. He did this
delineate
before, it sucks.
the congressional districts. At the moment, Wolf, Ted Cruz is leading in only 2 counties in the entire state. And if you look at the districts, in every congressional district,
Wait, who's leading?
in every congressional
And only
district,
2
Donald
counties?
Trump is leading so far.
Cruz
Now we only
is
have
leading 2 counties in the entire state.
If the map continues to fill in like
El
this,
Rato
Donald Trump is
getting
poised to get all
flushed.
50
We should bring
Can
the
you
camera in
change
by the
it?
toilet and flush
Can you
that thing.
change the name of our broadcast like Goodbye Ted Cruz?
How do I do that?
I
I think I have to stop and give him a new link if I do that.
Let's do
The
it.
state Ted Cruz himself said conservatives were standing on the
You want me to do a new link? A new?
wins, you're pushed over the cliff. If
Yeah.
this
Okay.
continues to
Goodbye,
fill in
Ted
like
Cruz.
We're
Party.
okay. There's gonna be a new link.
Goodbye,
Check in a minute.
Ted Cruz celebration.
You have to say,
We're going offline, but we'll come back on in a minute.
Message from Donald Trump.
And a new
If
link.
you pull this back out of the world. Number one, look at this part of the